Look at those guys in the background. Okay,
what are they doing?
Okay, Philip. I'm serious. Stop. I'm serious. Stop. I'm serious. Stop. I'm serious. Stop.
I'm scared.
You have offended me, sir.
Oh, this is good. This is good. Level up.
I've even become two people.
Well, that's plenty for this couch. Hey everybody, what is going to happen? Nolan, Troy Baker. We're just into it.
I'm the click
We're
pack
just into
zone,
it.
baby.
Yeah,
Ooh,
he's in the zone. It's retro replay. We're back for another round.
Dude,
And,
this is weird.
we got this. Look at this.
This is the first time that I don't have a coffee cup in my hand. I think this is the first time where I'm actually starting to play in your,
I'm just enjoying this. I like that. Look, it just says you're killing Fat Man.
There was also, you missed, Sword Man, come together with your plan, save me.
Soundgarden. Chris Cornell, rest in peace.
I could, I can't. I could have come up with that name. I hate coming up with names for things, like names for bands.
Babies.
I was
Traveler.
Pam came up with that one.
It's a great one. It just
Wow.
sounds like a brand of luggage.
What a great horse.
That's
Good
a blue horse. Do you think it?
That's a horse.
That's what those Smurfs have been doing. Sex with horses.
I was in a band, and we were like trying to come up with a name for pause. Can we pause?
Yeah, paused.
Oh my God. Whew. We were trying to come up with a name for a band.
All right.
Yeah.
You've been just really fired up today.
There's some cool stuff that's happening right now. I'm really encouraged. I feel we have every Thursday is like a great day.
Yes,
like
it is.
From 3:30 Pacific until around 4:30, 4:35. It's just it like fuels me, and then I get really inspired. And over the weekend, I feel like I've just been like dumping seed into fields, and then like you get nope.
Hey kids, dump that seed. Every chance you get, dump it. It's healthy. Clean out the pipes.
I thought we were actually going to have like a silent advice from Uncle Noli. Like it was just going to be.
It might have to bend that. It might have to bend that. Just like,
hey kids.
it might just be like.
Every once in a while, like things just kind of start coming in, and it's like you're like, okay, we sit on the couch and we play video games and we just kind of throw it out there, right?
Sure.
And then when people start latching on to it over, I get jazzed, man. I'm encouraged. But anyway,
Somebody had 2 cups of coffee this
I
morning.
had 2 cups.
It's good. It's good because you're matching.
Those are yours.
What he's doing is I'm a little under the weather. This is the first time that this is actually like legitimately something that's good for you. Unless it's Guinness. Guinness is good for you.
Guinness is great for you.
I believe there's a
Guinness is great for you.
It's good for you.
And enjoy proving that Guinness is good for you.
See? Guinness is good for you.
Aren't you technically always under the weather unless you're like in fog? Then you're in the weather. But under the weather, you're typically always, because
I think you are taking metaphors a little too literally.
perhaps.
I have a bit of.
Is that turn of phrase? Is that a metaphor?
I'm a little run down. Want to go with that one too? I don't know what it is. It's like a small car is hitting me, not a truck. So I'm just big like a Fiat. I'm like,
But it's just like, hey.
Yeah, it's just I just have a little thing. I have a little scratchy throat, a little sniffle. Don't want to get anybody sick.
But
so
to your credit, last night you were like, you sound. I answered the phone because we were 2 people that actually still call each other. And I was like, yo, what's up? And you're like, hey. I went, oh, you have your sexy voice on.
Yeah.
What are you, no.
You're either sick or you're about to take a bath with your wife. Hey, what are you doing?
You want me to come over?
Hey, you got that camera? The one that, what's it called? Polaroid, yeah.
Give me the Polaroids.
Something that doesn't go to the cloud so my kids see it.
True story. There's so many things that are wrong about the story I'm about to tell you.
Okay, hold on.
I'm not even gonna tell you what the name of the friend is.
Really, it's that bad?
Yeah, because we've talked about him before. A friend of mine found, but kept, and then showed me Polaroids his dad took of his stepmom.
Oh. With him? Or with a friend?
I feel like I'm repressing some of these memories. I think it was just him.
Let's dig a little deeper.
But I mean, it was
like graphics.
Dude, check it out. I was like, huh. And I'm not like 5th grade. And I'm going,
so wait,
bro, all
say
I
this
want to
again.
see are boobs.
His stepdad?
His dad
with his stepmom.
All
right, well, that's... Okay, no,
it's still messed up,
bad.
right?
Still
and they were
bad.
Polaroids, and so the lighting is just terrible. It's just like, it's too bright in places that should be dark.
You know what's funny? How old were you?
10th grade, so I'm like, or 5th grade. Sorry, 5th grade, so I'm like 10 or 11.
Okay, I'm going back to maybe 3rd grade. I had a neighbor. She found pictures of her mom with her boyfriend, not her mom's boyfriend.
Her mom's. Okay,
yeah, we're little kids.
Right.
Okay.
3rd or 4th grade.
And they were Polaroids.
No way.
And I was like, what? And it was just, let's just say.
It was a hairier time back then.
It was a hairier time. But I remember it was the first time I ever saw something in someone else's mouth in a Polaroid. It's the only way I could say that.
And you're like, that doesn't belong there.
And I'm just like,
why is she trying to eat the man?
Ooh, do you want to try that? Like, no, but it's like, oh, that's weird.
When were you introduced to like nudie magazines or like any form of like?
I had my brother's 7 years older than I am, and so are my cousins.
Okay.
And one of my cousins, Paul, he's an amazing drummer, and he was.
This is the guy that played for.
I believe
he used to play for Monkees, right?
The Monkees, when they were on tour, I think there was a couple times, I don't know, but I think when Mickey Dolenz, the drummer, would come out to sing,
he would go
I
back.
think he'd be the guy in the back playing the drums. You got a chance. He's an amazing musician. Floating in the river with a saturated liver, and I wish I could forgive it. I used to have in the basement, they had like a whole band and everything. But he had some magazines that I got an early glimpse at.
Did you find them, or did Paul like, hey, little Noli,
I knew he had them. I'd say to him, they would know, you can't see them. And then when my brother was right, he's like, yeah, I don't care. You can look at them.
How old were you?
I don't know, maybe 10, 11, 12 or something. Probably too soon.
I was way younger.
But the problem with it is that they weren't like Playboy.
No.
These were like
Penthouse and Hustler, like that was my first introduction, and it was like when they used to do like photo shoots, and not now it's just like you can go on Instagram and find words.
I told you I found in a neighbor we found a bunch of Playboys from the 60s and 70s, and the crazy thing is today I'm like, why didn't we just keep
Those
them?
were worth so much money.
We ripped out the centerfolds and we did our clubhouse, but we wallpapered our clubhouse in the centerfolds.
How are these staying stuck to the walls? Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about that. That's fine.
I feel like we've swapped sides. I've got the controller in my lap, and
what
I'm
happened?
the one that's coming up. Like you're the demure one.
At this point? So this is the point where I go.
Feels weird, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Feels weird. I don't know.
I don't know either.
We've talked about some of my. Here, get this out of my freaking lap.
Are we gonna get to a game?
Yeah.
Is that what we do?
That's
here?
what we're doing. So we talked about like World War II stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I can talk about World War II and conspiracy theory and all that like all day long. I am also a huge fan. I don't know when you were introduced to like Arthurian legends.
Huge fan.
Yeah?
Huge.
Do you like the Clive Owen movie? Because I do.
Mark my face. For the next time you see it, it will be the last thing you see.
How huge of a fan.
I'm going to tell you, one of my favorites, and again, this goes back, we talked about this before, when cable was a big thing, and it came to my neighborhood. One of my all-time favorites, Excalibur.
Right. 82?
Probably, yeah. And I remember, here's the crazy thing. The woman in it is absolutely stunning. The queen. You know who it was?
Rebecca? No.
Helen Mirren. That movie was, I've seen that movie so many times. I was so into that. It may or may not have led to my first and only wet dream. There was a castle. There was a moat. There was a sword. That's another story. I really don't want to share that.
And press start.
Perhaps you ache for what you've never known.
Perhaps you lust for what you cannot have.
Helen Mirren was Guinevere.
No. Was she Guinevere or was she Lady of the Lake? She was Guinevere. Because the Lady of the
She
Lake...
was Guinevere. But I mean...
You're just going crazy right now.
Yeah. So...
You're not remembering this movie?
No, the funny thing is, no, for full disclosure, Drew just gave us the cast list of Excalibur. And I'm sitting there going, I love that movie. I don't remember any of them. But I do remember that reading years later, Helen Mirren was part of it. And we just found out from Soup Boy, Liam Neeson.
Liam Neeson.
I will find you, and I will stab you.
He was probably, 12 or something then. Still tall.
Imagine if you watch it and he's the same. I'm a shapeshifter.
I'm a vampire.
I'm a vampire.
No, I met Helen Mirren on the set of National Treasure 2, and
Why were you on the set of National Treasure 2?
I was dating a girl who was the second.
Okay, it's a boring long story.
It's a boring long story. But funny, like, Nicolas Cage stories, for sure. The funniest of them is they had a hot tub on set because it was really cold, and they were doing a thing where they were in fountain, or like waterfall. And there's the waterfalls in the back lot of Universal. Like they did like the...
Yeah.
Okay, you know what I'm talking about. And so they're shooting in there, and it's a night shoot, so it's cold. So they have a hot tub to keep them warm, but also still wet.
Okay.
And there's a practical cell phone that Nick Cage's character has to use. Nick Cage is sitting in the hot tub with Diane Kruger and Justin Bartha, and he's smoking a cigar. And they're like, all right, first teamers. And so they're getting him back to set, and he stands up and he goes, oh, I have the cell phone in my pocket. Is that bad? And it completely ruined like this working device. They're like, go ahead and have a seat. We'll be with you in a minute. But I met Helen Mirren, and I was like, I instantly have a crush on you. And she's just Silver Fox. She's gorgeous.
Yeah. And she's cool too.
Cool. She's like wearing like a leather jacket. I'm like, yeah, you're awesome. I remember reading, like, in school, Mort d'Arthur, and, like, how majority of the Arthurian legends, obviously, we have are total posthumous.
So is it Thomas Mallory?
Written by Thomas Mallory. Fun fact, my introduction, so yours was Excalibur. Mine actually predates yours. Camelot. Richard Harris?
Oh, no.
Len Redgrave.
I know, I mean, Excalibur, I just remember Excalibur. Absolutely, now that you talk about it, I remember Camelot, the musical.
Yes.
With Richard Harris, yes, absolutely.
The fleeting wisp of glory called Camelot.
And
Fun
then
fact,
go to the movies.
Well, hold on. Fun fact. So the Arthurian legends, what we base everything off, was written by Thomas Mallory. In the movie, the entire movie is told in flashback because Richard Harris is sitting there with sparkling blue eyes. He's being wistful and, do you remember a simpler time? And he's talking to a little boy who's going to run behind enemy lines. In the last line of the movie, he's like, what is your name? It's Thomas. Yes, Thomas, run. Tell everyone of Camelot. Run, boy! Run! And the whole thing is he's talking to Thomas Mallory. So Thomas Mallory would be the one to go off and tell.
Let's do a new segment called Who Did It Better? Roll the clip.
Yeah, Richard Harris kind of slayed that one.
Richard Harris is good, but I liked your version.
His mouth doing run. That's great.
I could have mocapped the little boy.
You did.
I run very much like a small child. They run like a little child. They run like there's no bones in their arms.
Hitting themselves in the face. We say all of that. We set up all of those wonderful wistful
notions. Why do we say it? Because we're playing
Knights of the Round.
And what's it all about?
King Arthur and Knights of the Round Table. 1991. Arcade classic.
91.
That contains the following... What? Legend says the man who pulls the sword Excalibur from the stone is destined to be king. And so it was that Arthur, a young knight, pulled the sword from the stone and claimed his birthright. We left off, you were going to lead up, and you're absolutely right. Disney, we would be remiss if we did not bring up...
He's all over the place today, and I'm
Sword in
loving
the
it.
Stone.
Sword in the Stone, yes.
Yes, how could be this?
And they just did a recent, kind of weird remake of that. Did you see that? Recently.
Were they talking about the movies, The Apprentice or whatever?
No. Just in the last 2 months, there's a movie out.
Sword in the Stone?
Yeah, it's based around the same type of thing where he pulls
dude,
it.
that's like... I think, here's a callback. I believe Don Bluth was one of the animators on Sword in the Stone.
Absolutely. It looks just like it. Looks just like Dragon's Lair.
I always want to say Dragon Age every time.
There's so many, though. I mean, I always found that fascinating. I remember being so disappointed when I found out that, so was he after Henry VIII? When was King Arthur the king? That was before, right?
Before.
Teachers are like, you need to go
He
take
was
a nap.
real person.
Like, we believe your son had a head injury, Mrs. North.
I remember. Do you remember in Sword in the Stone how he's doing the whole thing where he turn me into a fish and turn me into, and then he becomes a squirrel, and the girl squirrel falls in love with him, and then she finds out that it's not actually a squirrel, and it's actually just a boy, and she's heartbroken.
If you could only understand.
I cried. And so I was like, this is terrible. It was like, unrequited love. This squirrel is going to pine over this boy.
Not for long. Get that squirrel back to your room.
No.
That's what they sound like. Squirrel sex.
You know what scares me is that that's not the first time you've made it sound like you had to work on that.
I heard squirrels outside one day. My wife comes home and I'm going, and the squirrels are up in the trees looking at me. She goes, all right, Doolittle, come inside before they attack you.
I'm conversing. No, now I've become one with them. I've learned.
I am the squirrel whisperer. Squirrel.
You have a
is
different kind of
also
squirrel
a
suit.
euphemism for the vagine. Bang, zoom.
I interrupted my very own plot. So, none of the lords and Knagadits would allow the boy king, boy, and boy. And the land quickly began to wither and die. At last, Arthur turned to Merlin for guidance and advice. Merlin explained that only the legendary Grail... Here we go with that whole thing again.
He can join us in our quest for the Holy Grail.
He's already got one, you see?
What?
Oh, well, you gotta start over. Oh, look how far I was. I was in stage 2. Just press A's. Press,
Game over.
Great. So, and for future, select will add more coins. You need more coins. Merlin explained that only the legendary Grail.
Who should I play? Is Lancelot, Arthur, or Percival?
Arthur, hold on.
Arthur!
Merlin explained that only the legendary Grail holds the power needed to unite Britain under Arthur's rule. Lost for ages, the Grail.
You have chosen wisely.
Would heal the rift between the land and the one true king, and will bring prosperity to the land and its people, so with aid of his trusted friends Lancelot and Percival, Percy, Arthur set forth on his quest to dispel the evil over the land and reclaim the lost Grail, whatever. Anyway, it's Arthur Legend. It's Arthurian legend. It's Legend of Arthur.
Wow.
And Arthur's ripped. Look at that. You want to maybe get...
I hate that barrel and all the treasure.
Yes, but you can get a...
I shall
There's
go
the
there.
bota card.
Hello.
You can hit the bota card. Now you have 2 buttons, A and B, but you can press B and then A, and that gives like a little jump attack. Or if you want to, and it drains your life, it sucks the life out of you. You can press B and A at the same time and do that shit. There you go.
Oh,
but
yeah.
you will drain your life. Hey, I did it. You have like your hotel. This is what I love doing. I love bringing up this kind of conversation when he's like deep in the gameplay.
No,
and then it's like
I'm trying to get better because I feel
really good.
bad. I feel bad. People they come watch our show. They're supporting us, and I'm going. I get in this weird kind of. Oh shit! Look at that guy. His name is Scone.
Hello,
That's
Storm.
like, he's like, what kind of vegetable would you like?
Well, it's actually crisp.
I would
but
like a fucking corn.
my dance name is
My
Skull.
name is,
Yeah.
what's up, bitch? What's up, bitch? You want some of that?
Be careful. Oh, he's coming back to life. I also might be taking a little bit of advantage of someone who's on Dayquil.
Boing, boing. I have a lot of Dayquil. You know what else I have?
B&A. B&A. Now, don't do that all the time because you're going to kill yourself. You will literally drain your life.
What? Wait, what?
See? Look under your name, Arthur, right there.
Oh, shit.
Okay, so select adds coins. Or
let's add
select
some
actually
coins.
just...
Bring me back to life?
Yeah. Now you've got plenty of lives. You got like 17.
No.
We have...
Where do I drop in? How do I drop in? How do I drop in?
Start. Oh, you're playing, brother. You're Percival.
What?
There's Arthur. Oh, there you go.
There's Arthur.
You have
unlimited
lives.
Unlimited life. I want to Scorn. You know what? I'm tired of your shit and your pitchfork, and I'm gonna.
Yeah, there we go.
Hold on. Look, it's pretty cauliflower.
Yay.
It's delicious.
He just passed out.
By the way, how do we mention any type of Arthurian thing without doing
Go.
Monty Python, the Holy Grail?
Oh, I set him up. I think we've played 2 clips by now.
I fart in your general direction. Your mother was a hamster.
What makes you think she's a witch?
She turned me into a newt.
I got better.
Then you've got no arms left. Yes, I have. Look, it's just a flesh wound.
That was my
Run
first.
away!
Run away!
That rabbit is dynamite.
Run away! Run away! We better not risk another frontal assault. That rabbit's dynamite.
Oh,
I'm so sorry. I was just hanging about by the bin. All of our UK friends are just like, went.
What did they
We're
do?
still gonna watch it, but we're not happy about it. We have a lot of people in the north that like to watch. People like in Middlesbrough.
Oh yeah. I like to go
People-
up to
I was
Sheffield.
about to say people that live in cities with sheer on the end of it. Lots of blocks to next to sheer. On
Very
something.
disappointed to go there and find out there's no such place as Worcestershire.
Worcestershire.
Yes,
There
there
isn't.
is. Oh, look,
small
just
town.
sleeping. Oi, what you doing with that? Oi, mate, I thought you could walk by, you know.
Isn't that kind of like the Hollywood thing? If you're either in back in time or of anything other than American, even if you're like an alien, you have a British accent. Germany, British, it's fine.
That's where
Russian, British. You could be in Sean Connery's, case. You could be the.
Yes.
This is I run a Russian
Well,
submarine.
and another actor who, by the way,
Who?
has played Arthur.
Yes, he did.
Come along, live!
That would be. Hold on. No.
Get it? Get it?
I'm gonna get there. It is because Richard Gere played Lancelot, and
Yep.
what's her name? Played.
Is it Rebecca De Mornay?
No.
Hi, she got a horse. That's a lovely horse.
You can jump on the horse if you want to. It's a pony.
I wanna kick your pony.
Oh man.
Kick my pony. Kick my pony. My pony's a little horse. You can kick it. Kicking ponies. Pony
We
kick it.
here at Retro Replay do not condone the abuse of any animals. No
He's
animals
just a
are
dirty
harmed
pony
in the making
kicker.
of this game.
Yeah, but
What was her name?
I can picture her.
I can too.
Her face.
Brown hair.
What?
And she
Why
goes
can't
back to the
How do I
village.
turn my horse around? How does this horse just want to go one way?
Julia Ormond, beautiful French actress.
Oh, yes.
She was
There's
also
some food
in
over there.
Sabrina. She's not a French actress.
Sabrina, Teenage Witch?
I'll stay home with Salem.
Hey, the whole point of a family vacation is so I can get a vacation from the family.
What do they say I am?
That you're the world's only living heart donor.
It's like, what is this? This is dressage. Okay, now the horse. The horse will be going forwards. It's a lovely dressage.
For only being able to move in one direction will cost him points.
Yes, well, I thought it was a one-eyed horse. Turned out it was its
Wait,
arsehole.
Go this way.
He's going to put the low back anyway. I would like to get off the Oh!
How'd you do that?
I don't know. Oh,
Oh, there we go. Break out the barricade.
that's okay.
You're almost as far as I am.
Ah, you fucking birds.
Griffins with knives, bro. Griffins with knives, bro.
Look at it. Hold on. These two are fighting. Should I?
These are the guys in the back. Philip, stop. Philip, stop fighting me, Philip. Philip, stop.
I'm known as the Red. They call me the Red.
And I don't like it when you use that kind of language. So please don't do it ever again. Do you understand? I'm gonna keep doing it until you
Excuse
just
me. Is that, excuse me, gents. Like, just keep hitting my sword, and then
Don't
we
make
can.
it sexual.
No, it's what's gonna happen. See, when I leave the screen, they're
like
gonna
a
put
Chad
that down
bro.
and go. Finally, he's gone, and they're gonna make sweet love to each other.
Just.
They're gonna make sweet
You
love
don't
to
have
each
to
other.
pretend anymore, Timothy. I don't want to pretend anymore, Philip.
You know what, Philip?
You guys are missing out on a goal over here.
Hey, check it out. It's Gerald Fitzpatrick and Patrick Fitzgerald.
I thought that was like seaweed or something, or trees blowing in the wind. It's people fighting. Everyone's green in the shadows there. There's just a lot of war happening.
Well, Oh, hi there. Oh, what do you got there? You got a little bit.
I'm trying to show you something.
I want to show you. I got something.
He's a purveyor of things.
I have things. Oh, I want to
Oh man, it's just a non-stop episode with accents.
Look at this, guys.
Look at that. Is that battle refreshing for you?
And the battle today. Hi, hello.
I'm a bit stubby,
Look at
but
me.
I've got a nice big
just-
butter knife.
His name is Fat Man.
That's terrible.
Wasn't that a show? Was it Fat Man and
Jake and the Fat
Jake
Man.
and the Fat Man?
How do you remember that?
Imagine if you like.
That show would not be made today.
How are you an actor? Like, your agent calls. Hello. Yes, it's a great role. You're perfect for it. Really? What is it? The Fat Man. Oh.
Captain Lou Albano, do I have the role for you?
I was going to diet, but
Oh, yeah.
instead he goes down to the bakery. Can I help you? All of it. Excuse me?
I'm prepping for a role.
Lock the doors. Bring out the dough. I'm prepping for a roll. Could you deposit the icing straight into my face?
No. No, all of this we can't do.
Yes, we can. Dun, 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 dun. I'm jumping on a horse, yeah.
On the blue
horses were
horse.
made. Come on. Get your ass off
Dude.
the horse.
Very
By the
angry
way,
person.
I'm spawning in, and guess what you're gonna do?
You're doing very well.
Now I'm on the horse.
There you go.
And hang on.
There you go. Whoa, bro. Blue horse is gone. Old Blue wasn't long for this world. We had to bid a fond farewell. Look at this guy coming in.
Who's this guy?
He reminds me of,
Arthur.
like how Christian Slater really didn't fit into Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. We're crossing universes, I know, but
It's all kind of. You know what? You
had
know
the
what?
only bad word in that movie.
Fuck me, cleared it.
What's funny is it'd be always cool like if Arthur and Robin Hood had been hanging at the same time. That would have been fun. You know, bows and arrows. You know, Excalibur swords.
They're separated by only a couple centuries, I think.
If this is Bradford. Come on, Bradford, with your ginger hair.
You know what we can do?
Salad, lovely.
I would love a salad, of course. Is this kale?
Oh, is there a pie? I would love a meat pie.
A nice meat pie. However,
I am
trying to cut down on red meat. So,
Yes, well,
is this
lamb is good
arugula? Quite bitter. I don't like arugula salad.
Your mother had beautiful unmentionables. Sometimes she bought some of them strawberry shortcakes. Mother tasted like strawberries. And I bought the cream. I did buy the cream. One time she had banana panties too.
That pushed me over the edge. The funny thing is that we do that voice and everybody is kind of grabbed on, but that's a real guy in my head. I met that guy. The guy who'd walk into this restaurant.
Tell your mother, she's a beautiful woman.
Every time. I know. She's a beautiful woman. He's one of those guys.
No.
He's one of those guys that didn't.
You don't understand.
The guy. He was one of those guys that had the big, red wine nose. But just too much.
The wine. You have good Chianti. You gotta eat it.
He had the big bulbous kind of nose, and he didn't perspire. He would sweat oils. It's like, and so the hotter it got, the shinier this guy got. Looked like somebody just like
a new penny.
It's like it just polished him. His face just dumped him in.
Like an army man with his boots. Just.
You know who used to lay out their clothes?
Who?
King Arthur. He used to lay out his armor. Chainmail. True story.
It's like there's a kink in my armor.
Pun! See, it said applies. That's not going to catch on. Plot.
Who knows?
I'm going back to the game. Do you want to play a little bit? That guy looks like Aquaman.
Here's the thing. If we want to...
Nobody wears green and purple. I'm above the water. What was your favorite part of the Holy Grail? There's so many. What do you mean? Are you
How
not?
do you choose?
Oh, okay, good.
I think my favorite is like, what is the average wingspan of a swallow? African or European? I don't know. Ah! I mean, that's...
African or European swallow? Huh? I don't know that.
The whole thing about that's not a horse, it's just two coconuts you're banging together. How they take that...
I'm being repressed. I'm being repressed. I'll have your leg. I love the Black Knight. None shall pass.
None shall pass.
Come back here,
Oh,
you
that's
pansy,
exactly
I'll
what it is.
bite your legs off.
Come back here and take what's coming to you. I'll bite your legs off.
That to me, the Black Knight, it's not a base, but a flesh wound. They call me Tim. I mean, we are the knights who say, me. I mean, there's so many good things. There's so many like memorable. It's surprisingly long. Like I went back and watched it again. I was like, this thing is long.
Oh yeah.
It's like it's not a short.
I remember the first time I saw it, and I'd watched Python my whole life growing up, but I never understood the end where they came in. No, not for that. And wait a minute. Remember how they just broke the whole
fourth wall at the very
fourth
end?
wall?
For sure.
It's like this is not really a movie. And what are you guys doing here?
All right, Sonny, that's enough. Just pack that in.
Didn't get that?
No,
I think you could at 10
no,
years
I
old.
want to know what the.
I feel like they literally could have just kept going. But I don't know if it's just because it's the first one that I watched, but like Life of Brian,
yeah,
which I think is hilarious. But there's some funny ones like He healed me.
I was blind, now I can see. Ah!
To me, it's one of the greatest commentary on religion ever. It's like the shoe. What does it mean? It means we should give up everything that matters to us.
A shoe! The shoe is the sign.
That entire thing is brilliant. But there's just something that has the original charm of the Holy Grail. It just felt so renegade, so punk, so like we stole everything we could from a props house and we decided to make a movie. I'm trying to think if there's any other like glaring Arthur movies. We covered Camelot, Excalibur, Sword in the Stone.
Right.
First Night. That's what it was. Oof, that was starting to hurt.
That was.
Sean Connery.
Yeah.
Richard Gere.
Didn't I say that?
No.
Oh shit.
It was still, I was like, Prima Nocta, First Night.
My truest. My first night.
Different meaning for that kind of thing, which means that Lancelot got to stoop Guinevere. All right, well, we're gonna sit here and think about more Arthur movies.
And I'm just gonna do this. This is kind of a button masher.
You're button mashing. And so we ask you, what do we play next?
Ooh, I know. 2-player.
Hell yeah, 2-player.
Kill him. Kill him for the crown! Anyway,
Tell to this.
I don't know how we got let's. Oh gosh, our editor's gonna have to just deal with this. Drew, just fix this. Where was I?